bigger association like entire Tamil Nadu. We have to concentrate on Commerce, Industries, Trader Association. Give a big round of applause. In Tamil Nadu, if you go, they are all domain based. They will never come out of their area and they will not think of more. Automatically, the domain problem will connect with other domains problem, then only it will be get resolved. Say for an example, I am in the logistics field, I will connect with my own area of specialization, so it will be easy for me to explain to all. Say for an example, there is a customs, in customs clearance alone will not take place. Many of the people are thinking customs only giving clearance. No. There are a lot of participating government agencies like PQ, FSSI, many participating government agencies are there that are all belongs to different ministries. So if all these put together connecting, then only you can take one consignment clearance from the customs cargo complex or from the sea. You want to connect entire commerce, industries and traders together, then only we can give a fullest service and we can get the fullest benefit for entire Tamil Nadu. So this is a thought process to become, and it has come out with the
between the commerce traders and commerce industries and traders and the dignitaries who come to the dais. Let me take you to a quote given in the 3rd century in Tamil. Also, there is a quote that was given by a king called 7th century in Sanskrit. Because I'm found wanting in Sanskrit, I'm not quoting the Sanskrit verse. I'm going to quote the 3rd century, which means that there are trees which first blooms and then it bears the fruits. There are trees which does not bloom at all. There are no flowers and there is a fruit in it. அதாவது பூக்காமலேயே காய்க்கக்கூடிய மரங்கள் பல அந்த வகையை சார்ந்தது. Jackfruit is one of those that does not bloom but it bears a fruit. Similarly, thought leaders are the ones who need not have any initiation or anything to start anything new.
Welcoming my secretary also, Mr. Giri. Last 10 days working for this promotion of this team Sita in various places and various people. Mainly just I want to mention few people, those who are with us for promoting this. Mr. Isaac and Mr. Radhakrishnan, Mr. Mugundan and Sivadas sir, Raghupati sir, and the Jayanti Lal, and the Karthikeyan, and Jayaraman, and Mr. Anbu. Just I want to mention one thing regarding the Raghupati. Actually, his mother lost few days back. He is a person is always motivating us. Even though after mother demise, he has been with us for every work. Then I want to appreciate him for giving full cooperation for this is the asset of our Sita. I stand before you as a president of this esteemed organization, and it's with great pride that I address you all. I am fully honored to lead such a dignified group of individuals. Actually, as Giri said that initially, this is one part of, actually he is associated with the customer clearing agency. I think most of the peoples are his inmates only. But we spoke a lot about the last 6 months. We have to be out of this. We should cover, as he said, we want to cover the entire industry in Tamil Nadu. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you. You are unworthy, sorry, for your unvaluable dedication and coordination to keep this function started this day. Just I am sharing my gratitude to our members, especially those who are joining us in the beginning. Now I think it has crossed more than some good amount of, it is encouraging for us. This we are starting only 1 week back, enrolling the members. Then one more I think, I want to mention this. Nidhi has elaborated everything, how the TMCTA is working with the business people. Really, I am very privileged to be a part of this journey. Our association will be at the pressures of these issues and ingenuity and determination. As a president, I can assure you, this TMCTA will hope to our members, those who are. I want to express my utmost gratitude for your trust, support, and dedication to our organization. Together, we strive for excellence, inspire positive change, and make a lasting impact. Thanking you. All the best for TMCTA and our members. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. K. Ravichandran. Now it's time for felicitation. And I have a great opportunity here to introduce Shri S. Narasimhan, an extended family member for me, here in this launch inauguration function. Mr. S. Narasimhan is the Vice Chairman for the Sattva, and he is the Managing Director for Sattva CFS and Logistics Private Limited, Sattva Logistics Private Limited. He is the Director of Sikal Sattva Rail Terminal Private Limited, Durai Shipping and Services Private Limited, Western Gateway Cargo Services Private Limited, Vintage Integrated Logistics Services Private Limited, and Vishaka CFS and Logistics Private Limited. He is the proprietor of Sattva Open Systems, and he was the past president of CI Pondicherry, CI Southern Council member, head of CSI Committee, CI, president of EI, Sri Lanka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, is the member of NACFS, treasurer of Andhra Chamber of Commerce, and is the member of Indo-Australian Chamber of Commerce. It's indeed a pleasure for me to introduce him, and at the same time, may I request Mr. Mukundan to come to the dais to honor Shri S. Narasimhan. Please. And Mr. S. Narasimhan is of the Lanka office, which most of us here do know about that.
சார் இப்படி பாருங்க. கரெக்ட். Good afternoon. It gives me immense pleasure to be, as part of this wonderful occasion of inauguration of this Maanila Commerce Industries Traders Association. And I also, it's a privilege for me to congratulate Mr. M.K. Ravichandran, founder, chairman, and president, and my friend Mr. Giri, founder, secretary. And I wish them, as the chamber and all its members, a wonderful time in the commerce and industry program by W. Girl, who did an excellent dance program. I think let's give a big round of applause to her. I think it started very well. And followed by this Soumya's continuous recital of Bharatiya's songs and verses. I think you probably know that she's a great orator and she does a lot of discourses on the television and on various topics. It's good that Mr. Giri Gopi as part of this program. So it's wonderful. Giri mentioned about the starting the commerce the Trade and Commerce Industry Association, and he said he was coping, toying with the idea of keeping Chennai Association, and then he decided on Tamil Maanila Association. I was really wondering with this and not only that, going with the new trend, probably but should have named it as a Bharat Commerce and Industry. Minister of Information and Broadcasting is one of our kind of clout and the influence the president and the secretary has with the government. I think it's very important that when you start a venture of Madam Nirmala Sitharaman, the present finance minister when she was a commerce minister. It was a wonderful program organized by Mr. Giri and his own friend. Let's give a big round of applause for all the initiatives which is taking it. In fact, Giri, when he started, he talked about the idea was 5 years old, and then doing or exports and imports are doing. We are there in the number 4, and we are hoping to be in within the number 3 in the world economy today. And thanks to the liberalized policies of our, the government, headed by our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji, and the other Council of Ministers, I think the economy is really moving fast on a trajectory, on a right trajectory, probably much. About exports and imports, for example, which shows the economy, the trend of the economy. Today, if you look at the last indicator of how the Indian industries are doing, not only doing for the domestic consumption but also performing very well, extremely well for the export market. I'm sure you all know that. In this scenario, in spite of all these odds, if the Indian exporters and importers are doing so well, and government is looking at trillions of exports, they are surpassing $1 trillion dollars in this current financial year, right? So that shows a proof that this is the right time for anybody to be in the industry. I think the reason for it, especially if you look at exit trade, I think the reason for it is investment. Right, and the logistics part, the kind of investments the government makes today in the national highways, Tiruvallur. I think the government is working a lot more beyond connecting the two extremes of east and west and north and south today. Not only by roads, by also creating excellent rail freight corridors. That's very important, right? Because as you all aware, that moving cargo with train is much cheaper and much easier and more secure than moving the cargo by road. So the government is really investing. So we are in the right time, in this industry. I'm very happy, when Giri came and told me that with his decades of experience, if somebody is starting something, I thought the benefit will go to the logistics and supply chain industry. Looking at supply chain industry today, pre-COVID or post-COVID and during COVID times, the head of state of US, you talk, you on the TV, everybody is talking about, right? How important to have a good supply chain, right, for a country to survive. Right, so we are very resilient. We did a supply chain industry in India did a wonderful job during COVID time, right? And post-COVID, we are doing much better today. So I think we are in the right industry, and then I'm very happy that there is somebody who is coming from the industry. He made it very clear. I mean, you also mentioned about you're not going to be very focused on one industry. He said he did mention about covering the varieties of commerce and industry of different areas, but I'm sure, even though he has always, always go back to your roots, keep, the success of any of this, how quickly or how, effectively you could solve your members' problems. See, the members' problems could be very individualistic, or could be for the industry, or set or in terms of getting a policy advocacy, the government policy advocacy. What it really means is that these chambers should work right in tandem with the government, and they should they become a sort of conduit. They become a steel for connecting the trade and industry with the government. I think very rightly I saw the objectives and one of the major objectives which they have mentioned as part of this. I think that's going to help a lot. You would really see those who are on your running out. We are all small scale industries. We are in there. And most of us are entrepreneurs, right? So we're trying to survive MSME. Somebody mentioned about MSME, how critical it is, and what are the issues with MSME. This is one of the areas where every state body today, every industry today talks about issues of MSME. So I'm very happy that they also kept that as one of the key objectives of the chamber activities. So I think it's very good. I'm sure they're on the right track, and then they could really help us out. Right? And becoming a member of this association, I'm sure it's going to benefit all of us today. I think just coming back to Mr. Giri, I need to mention a couple of things. I know he was a very successful entrepreneur. He was on his own CHA business, and he was also the president of the CHA association. And during that period, I remember that he did a lot of work for CHA association. In fact, he upgraded all the facilities of CHA buildings and infrastructure he created there. I still remember his friends club where he used to do regular programs, some cricket program, and so that is very good. I think also great for the work he does as part of the CSR program. I'm sure I needless to mention. But more than this, before I conclude, I need to mention only one thing. I am very proud of me coming from the same village as Mr. Giri coming. Right? So we are from a village called Namakote, which is near Panduti. Right? Our forefathers share the same village street. We still have houses. I don't know how he still maintain. He went back and bought a house. Right? The best part was that even today, Mr. Giri takes all the efforts to go to, I think every Ramanavami he goes there, compulsory. He does the Ramanavami function of that Rama temple every year. So that shows his commitments, to the place from where he came from, the place of root, where he came from. So I wish, both Mr. Ravichandran and Mr. Giri for this wonderful initiative, and I wish them all good luck. Thank you very much.
Our next dignitary who will be facilitating the expert, VC, a global multinational consulting company, and he is the founding partner of Turbo Start, which again is a investing in startup company. He starts companies, he mentors startups, he funds the startups. So it is a very long list, and to mention a few, he is board director of Center of Innovation and Entrepreneurship Development by METI, Ministry of Education and Information Technology, National Higher Education Committee member, National Board of Advisor, MSME and Startup Forum. Mr. Mr. Subramanian and be consoled to come to the dais to honor the guests. Mr. Subramanian. Mr. Radhakrishnan, may I request. May I request Mr. Balasubramanian to come to the podium, please, and deliver your felicitation. I also request you to keep it short and sweet as we are running out of time.
Vanakkam. Good evening to everybody. It's been a real pleasure to attend this wonderful evening, especially on the weekend. Maanila Commerce Industries and Traders Association, which has been started by our good friend Mr. M.K. Ravichandran and a 20-year-old family friend Mr. K.V. Giri and the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. A very good evening and warm welcome and congratulations to the whole committee, executive committee. And getting an association is not easy. Being part of the association for the last 1.5 decades, building an association, keeping that in mind and looking at a holistic perspective is not that easy. Especially someone mentioned a sector agnostic, sector specific association is not a big deal. But when you look at creating a wide range of spectrum of association that's going to help the various industries and commerce for the whole state, it's not an easy thing. So I wish Mr. Giri and Mr. M.K. Ravichandran's effort has to be successful, and that cannot be happen only by them. It's only a 0 to 1 step has been done. The rest all can be done by the friends like all of us. We need to partner with them. We need to build the ecosystem. In the government, or we connect between the industry and academia, or we connect between the startups and the investors. But actually, the whole ecosystem, the investors, startups ecosystem, you can't be without them. The fourth one is the government. I think today the PM SITA have taken, if you look at the objectives, it is very clearly articulated. It's going to connect the ecosystem, which is very, very important. Today, I see a lot of associations, organizations that these aspects of PM SITA, which is really powerful. Today, you look at very quickly, I just want to share a few facts. 63% of the transaction, UPA transaction has been done. Right? So today you see the talent, India has been looked at as a talent country. Irrespective of it has skilled talent, even unskilled talent, the global average population across the globe indicates we will continue to be having the population with the youngest generation. What it means for all of us today, you take DigiLocker, paperless. You don't need to go and demonstrate or show any of your certificates. Everything is paperless. Today you look at UPA transaction, cashless. You don't need to carry your money at all. So I think the whole economy, the whole digitalization. That's what I always say today. 3 things that govern the overall ecosystem globally is growth, digitalization, efficiency. I think that has been very much evidenced in India. So the success of, or the end result of the success can be done by. It's very difficult. You can't build a relationship. So this kind of association is going to be tremendously helpful. They're going to be the advocate. They're going to be part of the policy making the body. They're going to be part of the advocacy body, which is going to be add phenomenal help for all of us. Another, I just finished shortly with three important things. Today, I would like to quote 3 important things. ONDC, Open Network for Digital Commerce. OCM, Open Credit Enablement Network. And UPI, Unified Health Interface. These 3 has been already launched by Government of India. Today, almost 7 countries are adopting our framework. Okay, the reason for sharing is, I think these are the frameworks which has to be open, which is available for all of us, but I think we are not aware. I think one of the objectives I found in the PM setup thing is they're going to be they're going to get all the policies, all the procedures, all the opportunities available from the government to the people, to the public, to the entrepreneurs, which is very, very important. I just talked for one aspect on startup today. Anybody wants to say what it means? Government schemes are tremendous, but none of them are aware of it. I think that's very, very important. As I said, industry body has to be. I think one request to Mr. Ramachandran sir and Giri sir is ensure technology is there from the day one, because that's going to help all the entrepreneurs to get faster and achieve your goals.
Thank you so much, sir, and helping rightly said, sir. The next dignitary who will be felicitating the TLC is Mr. Ilan Kupasamy, popularly called Ela. Is the of Solarina Graphene Private Limited, Executive Chairman Managing Director, Accelera BEV Private Limited, and President and CEO of Nanofold Global Inc. and former partner of Nanofold India. A researcher, fundamentally, Mr. Leland, has a lot of research experience in a field which is unexplored, or rather very likely surface level exploration has happened, and he is an expert in the field of environmental nanotechnology, and regional sustainable social development. A few awards and honors that he has received to mention here are in 2005 State of Mexico Science and Technology Award, and in 2005 Nanotechnology Award from Honorable President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, and in 2004 he got the National Award for Leadership and Environmental Engineering in Mexico, and in 2002 he has got the Nanocoagulance Award, and in 2000 Environmental Award. And now may I request Mr. Kumaran to honor Mr. Elan. Mr. Kumaran, may I request you to come to the dais to honor Mr. Elan, please. Mr. Elan is a wonderful profile that it takes hours to understand and decode his achievements. May we give him a big round of applause, please.
Good evening. My name is Ilan Kupasamy. My short name everybody knows as Ilan. A long time ago, but I couldn't get the job. I returned back to the United States. So I was in White House at the time of receiving the award. They asked me to speak few words. I simply said, I am very blessed that I born in India, especially from Tamil Nadu. The second thing I said, with my basic education, I could do something science and technology in the United States, then to USA because of open community in research. I want to tell you a few things here. When Mr. Mohan invited me to join this association, of course I should. First of all, I would like to congratulate Mr. Ravichandran, chairman of this TMCTA, and Mr. V. Giri, our secretary, and the eminence like Bala, as a chairman of Sri City, and Mr. Narasimha, renowned businessman and links to a lot of trade to the external world, and respected guests and ladies and gentlemen. I hope you know why I say I'm blessed to India. You can do a lot of science and technology. If you don't convert into pieces of parts to the economy, you become useless. That's what Dr. Abdul Kalam said. Whatever you do research, money and energy, right? So it created a lot of emotions. So then I left back to US back. But one day I want to come to India, even though they didn't give me a job, I want to be an example in India. So then I returned back. So we specialized in a lot of innovative products, which India lacks. We are the third largest exports we do out of India. And I give a and I am very proud of that. I am very satisfied. So at least I can mention every employee in my company because individually we train. That was one of the objectives of PMC that I like very much. So you give training to the industry, training to the employers who need the experience. That is one of the most important thing as a new industry, as innovative industry, what we are looking in India. So I read the invitation, Honorable Minister Murugan came, is coming for inauguration. Actually, indeed, this is the best candidate, Dr. L. Murugan, Honorable Minister for Fisheries. And it's very what do you mean trade, first of all? You need people, you should understand the culture. The third one is correct product. So if you read the ancient trade, the whole world during the Sangam period, Korkai is a place near Tuticorin. Where is the place which started with the fisheries? So the first trade started with the fisheries and pearls and textiles and smith works like excellent architectural sculptural works made in southern part of India. I mean like Andhra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and especially Kerala. Having said, Tuticorin played the greatest role in India, in the world, delivering one of the most precious pearls to the world. That's why sometimes in Tamil music they say, Muthukulika Variha, like that, right? So it is very important how it is started and it is trade all over. Do not know the logistics companies, how it is originated, how it is existed in those. I always say, we are all really blessed to be born in India. India is a nation of intellectuals, and the intellectuals change into entrepreneurs. Like I am on a stage. Every 2 hours, we export at least 30 tons. What to do every hour? Mr. Mohammed said it is not possible. In India, everything possible. Why? Thanks to the government of India, they made ease of doing business in India. So we are going to bring many industries from United States to Japan to start in India, not as a startup. We want to implement the novel innovation technology to immediate to grow. This is our objective. I would like to thank all our members. Probably You can all help us to grow because we know only how to manufacture. Sometimes I learn a lot every day from customs agents, even customs commissioners, because we don't know what is the HSN number of some products. Like I can say graphene. I am one of the founder of graphene technology, which will make fireproof papers even like this. So that will be a biggest breakthrough for the whole world. So we would like to have exchange all your experience for our best performance of our export industry. Thank you so much.
Conferences. College tenure, he was selected from this tournament and gained the 5 chess rating, that is international. Krishna. Your cheers will be encouraging, so you may please repeat it applause. I request Mr. Gopalakrishnan to give his felicitation address and request to keep it short and sweet.
Thank you, madam. Definitely, I will complete everything. I would like to extend my sincere heartfelt thanks to M. Bala, chairman of WORLDPRINCE. You know, he's a very familiar person, he's upcoming personality. Now at this young age, he headed this WORLDPRINCE, very prestigious academic institution. We should appreciate him. Then Mr. S. Narasimhan, as vice chairman at Satwa Business Group. Researchers, so we appreciate you. Appreciate who are all sitting here on this day after Saturday. It means you are very dynamic and very productive people. Instead of sleeping on this afternoon, Saturday weekend afternoon, all of you are here. This is a very good attitude it shows on this day. So this program started with a very classical dance from this young girl. We would like to appreciate you and our blessings for your future career. Right? Even though, you know, all the programs should start with the lightning. I would like to add some points to the enrichment of this organization. You know, the city, Tier 2, Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, and urban, rural, we are classifying the locations. How we are classifying the locations? Because of the transactions. How transactions happen in particular day. Accordingly, we are fixing the standard of the city. That's the reason Mumbai is still #1 in our country. Right? Now gradually rest of the cities like Bangalore, Chennai, Calcutta, Delhi, and the rest of the cities are upcoming. It's a very scattered development under the Prime Minister leadership. It's a good ecosystem we have developed. My fellow speakers already acknowledged the ecosystem thing, but we are now gathering here. These are all the ecosystem. These are the part of the ecosystem for any development. And further, the city defined through the index. I hope all of you know this, how the global standard, WTO, World Trade Organizations, the fixed standard of the index. The index through that, how many at a particular city. Through that forum functions only, the index are taken. The Chennai is the one more than 400 years before the Rotary Club started here. I mean, while this Englishman landed at this harbor city, the next day I thought he started this Rotary Club. That's the reason I would like to acknowledge I know him for past 15 years. He's my good friend, very dynamic. He's having in-depth knowledge in the field of commerce, especially the foreign trade policy. You know, this FTP, find it that our fellows, the country needs the roads and commutations. This fulfilled through the logistics only. That is a very key area for the most important service sectors of any country. The for advantage for this Chennai is a two port. One is a sea port and another one is a this airport. Both of these ports are very effectively working because of the people like you. So that's the reason my appreciations to this association. And this Tamil Maanila Commerce Industries and Trade Association started on this day, the first week of this month, September. September is very holy month. Just Madam also explained from this moon to sun, moon to sun. So it started on this day. My sincere, appreciation and my wishes for you. Further, I would like to add with my organizations. I am belongs to Software Technology Parks of India. More than 1,000 IT exporting industries registered under us. These IT industries are, using the technology. These technologies are not standard. It's evergreen evaluations. Now we have reached this 75,000 crores exports exclusively from STP units, plus SEZ is crossed 2 lakh crores. So this Commerce Association, like this Tamil Maanila Commerce Industries, the forum, may help them to further boost up their, this economy. I mean this business standards through this ease of business. And one more thing I would like to tell, and finally I would like to conclude. TAT for anything. So this turnaround time absolutely, work togetherness with the business people and the government organization like us. In between the experts forum, like this Tamil Maanila Commerce Industries may contribute, I believe, and really we are ready to help you for your further growth. Thanks a lot, and my best wishes to all. Please.
It's the day today only, but unfortunately, Parsotham Rupla is the Cabinet Minister of Fisheries. Today is the last date for meeting fisher communities. Both the ministers are the Rameswaram and today they say that I try to come, otherwise don't mistake me. This is our senior leader is with us. I try to come. His message he spoke to me also. But at the time in the afternoon he messaged me the wishes of TNC. I think our secretary will read the message to you.
மாண்புமிகு டாக்டர் எல் முருகன் அவருடைய வாட்ஸ்அப் பதிவை உங்கள் முன் சமர்ப்பிக்கிறேன். அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். டிஎம்சிகா என்கின்ற தமிழ் மாநில காமர்ஸ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரீஸ் அண்ட் ட்ரேடர் அசோசியேஷன் உடைய துவக்க விழாவிற்காலும் எந்த இடத்தில் அர்ப்பணிப்பும் நிர்வாகி என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கிறேன். இந்த சிஎம்
We have a very important event before we conclude this function. The inaugural open right here on the dais. Technically, we have a curtain riser here, as we have a board.
தெரியாது மேடம், போர்டு மறைஞ்சிரும். இல்லை நீங்கள் நில்லுங்க, அதை கொண்டு வந்துட்டா.
On behalf of the Honorable Minister Dr. Regn, our President and the Secretary, President Mr. M.K. Ravichandran and our Secretary K.V.B. Giri will now, and the dignitaries of this evening, Sri S. Narasimhan, Sri Gopala Krishnan, Sri Regn Gopal and Mr. Balasubramanian will declare it open. Mr. Inaugural Guptasamy. I request Mr. Radha Krishnan to honor Mr. Gopala Krishnan with a picture. Thank you so much. I request President K. Ravichandran and Mr. K.V.B. to honor Chennai Cargo Friends Association with an honor. Chennai Cargo Friends Association, please. I request Mr. Satya and Mr. Vel Murugan to come to the dais to receive the memento on behalf of Chennai Cargo Friends Association. I also request Mr. Shivadas to present the memento. Thank you. To the dais. Now it is Tirumala shipping agencies. It is Vaira Perumal to come to the dais, please. Cafe. Vadiguda Cargo Services. Do we have the representative here? Vaira Perumal. We have a representative of Vaira Perumal. Raja Trading, please come to the dais. Raja Trading. Streamline. Award Link Logistics Private Limited. Award Link Logistics Private Limited. G Logistics. G Unit Logistics. G Units. GSG Logistics.
Association. செக்ரட்டரியாக KVV கிரி அவரும் மற்றும் இதர நண்பர்களுடன் சேர்ந்து சேவை என்ற முறையில் இந்த அசோசியேஷனை நாங்கள் ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கோம். இந்த அசோசியேஷனோட முக்கிய நோக்கம் எல்லா விதமான துறை சார்ந்த பிரச்சனைகளையும் அவங்களுடைய குறைகளை கொண்டு செல்வதற்குண்டான ஒரு அமைப்பாக இது செயல்படும். இது போன்ற பல அமைப்புகள் இருந்தாலும் ஒவ்வொன்றும் ஒரு துறையை அல்லாமல் புதிதாக தொழில் தொடங்குகின்ற அனைவருக்கும், மாணவர்களுக்கும், இளைஞர்களுக்கும் ஒரு வழிகாட்டியாக இருக்கும் என்று இந்த அடிப்படையில் இந்த ஆரம்பித்திருக்கும். விருந்தினருக்கும் எங்களுடைய TN சீட்டா சார்பாக